Welcome back to the First the Worst podcast. I'm Brendan Murphy.
And I am Steve Arendis.
And it is a short week for many Americans. It is a holiday week for all of us. Uh, are you excited for Thanksgiving?
Sure. I'm excited to have a weird work week.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when I woke up today and I realized I only had half a week of work, it was inspiring.
I have to work Friday, which is some bullshit.
All right. So is that not a national holiday? I said that to my friend, was corrected. I thought that Friday was a national holiday.
Apparently it's not.
That is brutal.
I talked to some people because I don't really have days because I started a job recently and I just went on vacation, so I don't really have days to take off. And apparently nobody's there this Friday.
Oh, for sure. It's like better than the week in between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and
weird.
The week between Christmas and New Year's is the ultimate work lick. It's not trying to achieve high.
You could watch obscure college bowl games at your desk.
No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, it's great.
Advertising, I think, is kind of a party-centric business, but it is also kind of a logical business.
They just take it off.
Just take it off.
I don't. Jess, my wife might get some things off now that she works at the university. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I imagine that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say that all the national holidays, but Mizzou had weird shit where it was technically open on Martin Luther King Day, but class didn't start until the next day because Missouri's pretty racist.
Yeah, yeah. That's a big thing. They make sure you have to be there for Martin Luther King Day and working, probably.
All right, so this is the First Worst podcast. What we do here is we rank 10 in a category of things that we consider bad, and today's thing that we consider bad is what, Steve?
Thanksgiving food.
Thanksgiving food. We both had this conversation off air. Now we'll bring it to the studio audience. It is a vibrant audience. Thanksgiving food, both of us consider it overrated.
Yeah, I mean, what I said to you when we were describing why is this bad, and why don't we just eat it all year long if it's good?
I agree. Turkey in particular.
Yeah, the main course. If turkey was so good, you'd eat it more often outside of cold cuts.
Like steak.
Yeah, but instead it's just like a cold cut on a sandwich for the rest of the year.
Yeah. So we rank these in descending order, starting with number 10, and I typically go first. And with that, my number 10 is it might even be kind of cheating because this is something that is a byproduct of the actual meal, but I did turkey sandwiches at number 10.
I didn't think of it that way, but I'm fine with that. That would actually maybe be higher on my list if I thought of it. Yeah, and we're just trying to also, before we get too far into this, we're just trying to keep with more traditional things that we've seen or had, or just because you maybe went to some hipster's house once and they were serving turkey tacos, that doesn't mean it's a Thanksgiving food.
I saw a lot of awesome stuff online that I had never eaten at Thanksgiving, but I didn't put it on the list.
Yeah, there's some stuff. But yeah, turkey sandwich, the leftover turkey sandwiches.
Yeah.
I'm not into them really, actually, but I don't really like Thanksgiving food in general, but it maybe would have still made my list.
Okay, so I would put that higher. I don't have any turkey on. That's the extent of my turkey conclusion.
Well, we're not going to have to wait long for my turkey inclusion.
Okay, all right. Now, Steve, you go with your number 10.
My number 10, I think I've only had one, so I've had everything on my list. I looked up things just to get a refresher to the brain, but I didn't want to put anything I didn't have, and for the most part, it all kind of looks gross. So my number 10 is creamed corn.
I have a pretty close cousin of creamed corns a little further down the list, but I kind of like creamed corn. I mean, it's very, very basic.
So here's what I want to say. One thing about this. So this is number 10 of the 10 best is number 10. Nothing else I could think of on Thanksgiving would I even put into my mouth that didn't make this list. That's how much I don't like Thanksgiving food in general. So if it's not on this list, I won't even taste it.
Okay, so per your earlier point, there were things that I had seen that I had not eaten on Thanksgiving that I didn't put on this list, and it had to be something that I believe that I've consumed at a Thanksgiving meal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there are things that I haven't had. All right, what about it? Twice baked potatoes? I love that.
Is that Thanksgiving food?
No,
that's delicious.
No, you're right. Okay, so maybe that's why it's not a Thanksgiving food. I saw that on some people's list, on some online list, and I was like, I want to go to that Thanksgiving.
No, there was a few where I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good Thanksgiving to go to. But yeah, cream corn. Cream corn's fine. It's just, it's fine.
It feels like it should be served with other market day dishes.
Yeah, I mean, there's one. I mean, mashed potatoes. It's good. Like, I buy that, but we'll probably talk about mashed potatoes at some point later on. My number 9 then is turkey.
All right, welcome to the list, turkey.
Welcome to the list, turkey. Is the only time you get listed. So you didn't put turkey on your list. You just said you just have turkey sandwiches.
Yeah.
Are you a white meat or dark meat guy when it comes to turkey?
If
You have to.
Generally with poultry, I'd be a white meat guy, but if you have a good turkey, I think the dark meat's pretty solid.
So that's weird because I'm always a dark meat guy with chicken, but I go white meat with turkey. Maybe because you can get that nice carve with the turkey. And for the most part, I don't really care about the turkey anyway. So I'm just like, I just like put a little piece of turkey on my plate to like fulfill the requirement. And then I just kind of just throw everything else on it.
Honestly, I don't even remember what the difference is on turkey. Like that's how nondescript it is to me.
It's like a breast, like the big like steroid filled turkey breast.
Yeah,
just like sliced.
I couldn't really even fathom the difference between dark meat and white meat turkey at this point. I just think the turkey is just vanilla ice cream or a Honda Civic. Like it's just the definition of poultry, but it's not like anything special.
Yeah,
like ice cream. Vanilla is just kind of the definition of ice cream, or a Honda Civic is the definition of a car. Although it's far more reliable than vanilla ice cream or turkey.
Vanilla ice seems reliable because it's a nice base to add other things to.
You might be right. So basically, turkey is.
But you don't want to put plain
on that list. I go Civic vanilla ice cream turkey.
But plain vanilla ice cream, like just don't be so boring. Add some flavor to your life. But yeah, turkey. I just put one little piece of turkey on, and then basically the rest of my plate is just like a pile of like carby sludge. Like that's essentially what like Thanksgiving is.
Yeah.
And like everybody's like, oh, that tryptophan, it's gonna put you to sleep. Nah, it's probably like the 12 pounds of carbs you just ate.
Just 5 different versions of bread.
Yeah, like see how many different versions of bread you can eat. You ate like 2 bites of turkey and you're blaming it on the tryptophan like it's that potent. Sure. What's
also,
your number
we live
9?
in a society with Ambien.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, like, are we really gonna be like, oh man, it puts you to sleep?
Why wouldn't you just eat a little piece like a turkey sandwich before you went to bed if you had trouble sleeping? If it was that bad. Come on. What's your number 9?
My number 9, and honestly, this could be like number 2 because this is how this is one of those lists for me where it's just kind of like everything's kind of equally mediocre except my number 1, which is like one of my favorite things.
Okay.
Apple pie.
Oh,
and I actually really like apple pie. I don't know why I put it this low.
It's way higher on my list.
Yeah, I mean that was an oversight.
It just did you have like a sliding scale because it was dessert and it was like felt unfair ranking it on even?
Okay, well, without going into too much detail, there are 2 pies in my list.
Okay.
And I didn't put them together because I guess I did kind of feel that way about it.
You didn't
I want to go like
pies.
pie, whatever.
Gotcha. No.
Or I could have done, honestly, because the list was so thin, in another circumstance, I might have done all pies as one.
Yeah.
Because I struggled to get to 10 here. I had to separate the pies.
Yeah, I mean, cream corn was a real stretch for me. I think I had it once. Yeah,
but I mean, we've all had cream corn in our life, so I guess everyone can kind of.
Oh yeah, you know what it is.
Fits into the meal.
I'm typing a word to you in our side chat.
Oh,
is that on your list?
No, and I actually have something to say about it. So
then we can just talk about it right now if you want.
I do think that's not on our list is cranberry sauce. Okay, I guess it's tangentially connected to my list because sometimes people put it on turkey sandwiches.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
But there's this big debate about
can or the homemade
or original.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like both suck.
Yeah, they both suck. My family traditionally has both.
Okay, that's like Van Halen or Van Hagar. And I'm like, both are awful. Why do I have to decide between 2 awful things?
You wanted the third guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I want that band with like Mick Jagger fronting it. Maybe I'm into that. And maybe that's cinnamon apples, basically the filling of apple pie. That would be way better than fucking cranberry sauce.
Yeah, well, cranberry sauce is gross. I love when people are like, "Oh, I'm bringing the cranberry sauce." I'm like, "That's cool. Somebody else can eat it." Though it's a great thing to bring if like they want the canned cranberry sauce and you're like showing up to one. But yeah, I'll bring the cranberry
Oh, that's what
sauce.
I'm bringing ours, man. Fuck this noise. Driving 5 hours, bring it myself.
A can of cranberry sauce.
Yeah. I'll pick up beer.
Yeah.
You know how much gas it costs to go to northern Wisconsin? A lot.
Oh yeah, you guys go up to the cabin.
Yeah, but I guess everyone's going, so I don't really. It's not like someone lives there.
Yeah, so you got to bring stuff. There's not gonna be like Thanksgiving dinner waiting when you get there.
Wouldn't that be something?
What's your? So we're on your number 8.
My number 8 is one of my favorite vegetables, actually. And I don't think, as far as vegetables, if this was just vegetables, it would be pretty high. So I guess it just says how lowly I think of vegetables. And green beans.
Oh, so straight green beans or green bean like that green bean like.
There are 2 green bean dishes on my list.
Okay, you got straight green beans.
Straight green beans.
Then we'll talk about green bean casserole later.
String beans or whatever other people call them.
Green beans are an underrated vegetable, I think.
Throw some butter in there.
Sometimes green beans are a sneaky move when you're like at like some like bar and they have like weird like fried green beans as a side or like crispy green beans. It makes you feel healthy even though they're fried in garlic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even just like throw some seasoning on there. I think green beans are pretty malleable. I think they're kind of underrated. They're so solid. I wonder if they're actually not that good for you.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
You know, like when a vegetable consistently tastes really good, you're like, oh, this must not be that good for me. Like corn. Not good for you.
Just cover it in butter.
Yeah, even without, I don't think it's very good for you. It's a starch.
I have it creamed on my list.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm suspect of green beans now too. Their health value. Now that you say that. All right. My number 8. Dinner rolls.
I could have put those. That's a good call.
Dinner, just plain old dinner rolls.
You know
homemade or warmed up or whatever. I have a whole nother. What? Go ahead.
Hawaiian rolls, which yes. I don't know if those are necessarily Thanksgiving food, but man, those are amazing.
I've had them on Thanksgiving, but they're not necessarily a Thanksgiving food. I don't.
But they're not.
Yeah, you ever get excited when you go to like a place, like a bar or something, and they're like they have like a sandwich that's on a giant Hawaiian roll?
No, I've never had that.
It's awesome.
They're like candy.
Yeah, they're like sugar
and you
bread.
Can eat, they come in a square pack instead of a loaf, and you can eat a square pack of those in like a hot second.
They're essentially like, when you like yellow cake, it's like essentially like yellow cake but better.
Yeah, Hawaiian rolls are masterful.
They're amazing.
It explains why everyone there is 400 pounds.
Just eat that and like pig roast every day. Yeah. That's what I would do if I lived there. So yeah, that was my number 8, dinner rolls, and we haven't had enough carbs yet, so I'm going number 7, mashed potatoes.
Oh, well, that's woefully low. That's
so yeah, I think that's one where I think I'm gonna get a lot of pushback from people. People love mashed potatoes. There's like literally, I feel like fights about who can eat more mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving at my house. But it's just like, here's the thing: Thanksgiving mashed potatoes aren't even like the best kind of mashed potatoes because like you can't make them as good when you make 1,000 pounds of them.
I don't know, man. You guys have one of those potato ricers? Well, you just whip them light. They're good, man.
I don't know, man. I just think mashed potatoes are not. Hey, I'm not saying they're bad. First off, they're just the baseline potato. That and baked potato are just like, I'll eat them. They're okay, fine.
I actually have to interrupt because I'm watching the Illinois game. They're only up 3 with a minute to go. Is Mike Finke have a?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hair? Fuck him. Go to Gonzaga, you clown. And Illinois is down up 3 and Winter passed the ball.
Great. Everybody's loving it. Oh wait, this is our new segment we do, and it's live sports scores.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that it's
great. I love this segment. Actually, it's live sports scores. We've done it like on our last 3 podcasts.
Winthrop just tied the game out of the corner 3.
Great. I can't wait
5 seconds to go.
In a minute. I just got a text. I assume it's somebody complaining about that.
And by the way, this game to set the scene is in Champaign, Illinois, We're running down to 15 seconds. It looks like Illinois will not be calling a timeout. John Gross trusting his players as Winthrop is on a 10-0 run over the last minute and 58 seconds.
And is it all led by that 5'5" guy?
Yeah, he's got 36 points. And it is number 21 shooting and missing it. It looks like we're bound for. Oh, not quite yet. Not quite yet. There might be an out of bounds, and it might be going to U of I. Well, as we interrupt our game action, we'll go back to the list.
This is great. Mashed potatoes. We'll talk more about mashed potatoes later.
We'll talk more about mashed potatoes later.
What's your number 7?
Potato rice, or I think some light whip. Mashed potatoes are a phenomenal food.
I just think there's way better potatoes.
Also, mashed potatoes are one thing where, like, to me, it's so easy to tell the difference between the fake stuff and the real stuff.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
All right, like, okay, you give me frozen green beans, I might not be able to tell, and I like green beans. But you give me powder mashed potatoes, and I will know within.
Trash. Powder mashed potatoes are trash. But, like, so you sound like a big mashed potato guy right now.
I am. I said it was much higher on my list.
Okay, so let's say you go to a steakhouse. You get mashed potatoes at your side?
No.
Okay.
But I already mentioned baked potatoes, twice baked potatoes.
Twice baked. You go twice. You ever get like au gratin?
Yeah, I would. And I actually thought of that for my Thanksgiving list, but
I've never had it on Thanksgiving. If I had it, it'd probably be on my list.
I you know what? Au gratin potatoes to me is very hit and miss. It really depends on the cheese, and sometimes they get really watery.
I kind of agree with you. Yeah. They have
because not to out my mom, because I don't even know how to go about making, but I think she usually makes box.
Okay. Hi. Au gratin potatoes are a low floor, high ceiling potato.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The thing is,
range of outcomes.
Yeah. The wateriness could really just grosses me out a little.
Yeah, you got. I know what you're talking about. All right. So then, are we on your number?
On my number 7, which is we've actually discussed this vegetable on the show a few times. It's Brussels sprouts, and I did Brussels sprouts and bacon, which is like a pretty common dish. It's somewhat exotic, but not so exotic that my family would have it on Thanksgiving, so it's not that crazy.
Yeah, so I saw that. I've never had it on Thanksgiving, and I actually like Brussels sprouts. I would have ranked it. I like when you can make a crispy Brussels sprouts with like garlic or bacon or something. I like that.
Yeah, I mean Brussels sprouts really will kind of take on the flavor of whatever you cook them with. So I think Brussels sprouts are solid.
Yeah, as long as they're crispy. I can't eat them when they're like steamed or like soggy. Gross then. So then are we on your? I like that rank hand. Just have never had it, so I didn't rank them. What's your number 6?
So my number 6 is a kind of a combination of what you said earlier. It was a bit of a combination of cornbread and cream corn. It is something my mom makes.
I'm into it.
It's called corn pudding.
Oh, so it's like borderline dessert? It's like a cornbread pudding?
Not really.
It's like a cornbread bread pudding?
Yeah, but it's not really desserty.
Okay.
It's more cream corn than cornbread.
Okay. It's interesting.
Like
I'm intrigued.
A crust of cornbread, and then the cream corn in it.
Have your mom fix me up a box and send it.
Yeah. I mean, at its best, it might be like sweet cornbread lasagna kind of.
Oh. I mean, you're just combining all kinds of things I like right now.
Well, do you get where I'm going with this? It's made in a pan.
Yeah. It's like a kind of, yeah. So you cut it out. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So are we on my number 6?
We are on your number 6 now.
All right. This is green bean casserole.
Okay, that is actually my number 5.
Okay, we can just talk about it now. Yeah, my wife, this is what she usually contributes, though we're hosting this year, so we're hosting a small version of Thanksgiving this year. So we'll probably have a lot more to contribute. But she always brings a green bean casserole, and it's delicious.
Yeah, does she put those little noodles, are they called chow mein noodles or whatever on top, or like onion straws? No, it's onion straws.
Yeah, it's like the French fried onion straws.
French fried onion straws.
They sell them in the grocery store right by the soup.
They know what they're doing.
Like,
this wasn't going to be part. Actually, Ashley will be making this year at our Thanksgiving, so this wasn't even going to be part of it.
Has she started?
Oh no.
I would say tip. You got to get the fresh green beans.
No, she hasn't started because we have to drive up there.
Yeah.
So
you got to buy the fresh green beans for this, or else everything gets really, really soggy on the casserole, I think. But yes, I like it. All right, so then number 5, and this could be one where you think I'm underrating too. But maybe not. You might not like this much. It's stuffing.
I have it higher, but I could see where you'd go high or where you go low with it.
So I have a question on stuffing. I actually really like it, but I actually like the things I put above it more. Do you like the meaty stuffing, like with the sausage in it, or do you like
Yes.
the veggie stuffing?
Meaty stuffing.
Strongly prefer. I go either way. I think I've had good and bad versions of both, I feel like. So if it's like real, or I guess dressing, it's usually actually technically most of the time because you can't make enough stuffing. Because it's not actually in the bird, right? Isn't that the difference?
Well, is that what it is? Well, some of
Yeah.
it is for us. Some of it is, and then some of it's
It's
just
like
baked
half and
adjacent
half, and you
to
like mix it together. Yeah, yeah. That's usually the case, right?
Yeah, 'cause we're feeding a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, stuffing. Stuffing's good. Stuffing's good. I think my wife's making it. She's got some sausage I saw, so that'll be that kind.
I had it recently with quinoa in it, which is solid.
Oh man, you're white.
I love quinoa. It's one of the wider things about me.
Quinoa. No. Quinoa is one of those things that's just like I'll eat it.
I mean, that's kind of the point. It's a superfood.
I'll
So
eat
it
it.
shouldn't have that much flavor.
It's not awful. It's. I feel like people are always excited about it. And you're like, and I'm like, if I just made this with rice, it'd be better.
It would generally.
Right. So it's not bad. So then what is and your number 5 was green bean casserole, which we just talked
My
about.
number 5 was green bean casserole. My number 4 is banana bread and pumpkin bread.
Banana bread and pumpkin bread. These are things I feel like I don't have at Thanksgiving. And I love banana bread.
These are things that we traditionally have.
But
Pumpkin bread. I think
I'm
pumpkin
good
bread
with
is probably
being
more
honest.
Thanksgiving than banana bread.
I'm good with these being honest. They make sense to my brain. So for Thanksgiving food, I wouldn't, if I walked into a Thanksgiving there, I'd be like, ooh, but I wouldn't be like, this shouldn't be at Thanksgiving.
Now, here's what my mom doesn't do is she doesn't put chocolate chips in them, but she knows we love it. I just think she thinks it makes it too unhealthy.
In the banana bread?
Yeah. So there maybe on our best case scenario, we'll get one loaf of it with chocolate chips in it. Whereas like in reality, we want all of them to have chocolate chips in it.
Yeah, that's delicious. As you'll know from vacancies on my list, you'll learn I hate all pumpkin flavored things.
Okay, well that isn't that.
We'll talk about that later.
Gonna take you out of the. It's gonna take you out of the loop on some of the Thanksgiving traditionals.
Yeah, I've gotten 1,000 texts. What is going on in this Illinois game? We need our second entry
All right.
into
So
live scores 4 days later or whenever you're listening to this.
Winthrop is up 4 with 1:43 to go. U of I ball. Oh no, we Winthrop ball with 1 second left on the shot clock coming out of it. What appears to be timeout.
Great. This is awesome.
And Winthrop is hitting everything, and their little midget guard has at least 36 points last I saw. Awesome. 36 points out of 14 to 20 shooting. You guys really need some good backcourt defense.
Yeah, we don't really have that.
All right, so here's the inbound. Heave. If this goes in, you don't. Oh no, they missed by a lot.
Our best backcourt defender, Mayer. I'm pretty sure hit a woman and got kicked off the team. So there's.
Is he still in purgatory, or is he kicked off the team?
No, he's gone. He's redshirting at some like cruddy school like Oakland. It's Kendrick Nunn. For a year, some cruddy school accepted him. All right. So am I on my number 4? Or you on your number 4? That was your number 4. I did
my number 4, which was pumpkin/banana bread.
All right, number 4, gravy.
Okay, realize this when we started that wasn't on my list. As we haven't had it, as we've gone forth, I've come up with the rationalization that it's not its own food, but I should have had gravy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't just like pour a bowl of gravy and eat it.
Yeah, so that's I think why it just didn't really occur to me.
But basically, everything I put below gravy enhances.
You're right. It is absolutely a you know.
And it's like I don't eat a lot of gravy in my life outside of Thanksgiving. Sometimes you'll get a meal, sometimes it has gravy in it, but there's not a lot of gravy in my life outside of Thanksgiving.
What gravy is Neil Young. Things without him are good, but things with him are better. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Crazy horse. That's gravy.
It's all gravy. Yeah,
all gravy.
That's literally the saying. Yeah.
You're right. It's all gravy.
It's all gravy. All right. My number 3. This is a kind of a cheat one. It's kind of 2. But I put them together because this is like I put dinner rolls on this earlier. This is kind of I call this bread plus. So this is cornbread / biscuits.
Okay, so I think that you should have had biscuits and rolls together.
Oh, but I love biscuits. but I know they're closer. But like
They see exactly. They seem closer to me.
They're like because they're it's not made out of corn, right? But I don't know. Biscuits are so much more than a roll.
Oh, this little midget from Winthrop just hit what might be. This kid is playing on one leg. I'm watching him down the floor like Kaiser Sose, and he just beat your whole team to the basket. It's like watching limping around like a limp soccer player, and you guys still couldn't score.
Did he just murder John Gross? Basically, did he just Kaiser Sose John Gross's?
Dude, he jumps like he is writhing on the ground in pain, but he probably just scored the biggest basket of his life.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 12 texts right now that I assume are.
I mean, I'm not trying to be. You guys are probably gonna lose.
Yeah, it seems like it's over. All right. So yeah, cornbread biscuits. I love cornbread. I like it. I prefer my cornbread kind of in a muffin form.
I do too, but
I'll eat it anyway. I'm not gonna turn it down.
I prefer the muffin form, but it's always been better. So like the convenience of eating it, I like it like a muffin, but I've never had that be that good. If that makes sense. It's always tasted better to me in like pan form.
It's just like out of the pan cut out. I gotcha. Okay. And then biscuit. I just love biscuits. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's for lunch today.
I love biscuits though. Don't have a strong recollection of ever having them at Thanksgiving. I'm not saying
I have it a couple like kind of like sometimes they'll add a little savory to the biscuit where it's like buttery and then like some spices and it's good.
No, I mean I'd be into that.
Yeah. All right. So then we on your number 3.
We are on my number 3, which you discussed is not going to be on yours, and that's pumpkin pie.
Yeah. Everybody loves it. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I love it at the right time. I mean, if this was just like your 10 favorite pies, it's not like in the top. I mean, I also like cream pies. So banana cream and French silk are probably my 2 favorite pies.
Banana cream. French silk is a pie that mystifies me.
It's a cake. Let's be real.
Because French silk pie on paper should be like one of my favorite foods in the world. It just isn't. And I don't know why. And I don't know why. But I'm the person who always says, like when someone says this is too rich, I say I want all of that. Like too rich doesn't exist to me. Maybe I just never had good French silk pie. I don't know.
I mean, it's not something I eat very often. First of all, when do you eat pies?
Thanksgiving.
That's about it.
Sometimes at restaurants, I'm a big dessert guy. If I'm going out for a nice dinner, I'm getting dessert.
Like there's like some places in Chicago like Sweetie Pies and such that probably have killer French silk pie. But
yeah, Mariano's was selling for like $3 once when I lived in Chicago, half pies, and I bought on sale, and I bought like a half a strawberry rhubarb pie, and it was awesome.
Oh, see, strawberry rhubarb is gross to me.
Oh man, it's a good pie. Yeah, so you like the creamy stuff, huh?
I generally like creamy stuff.
I like key lime.
I put apple on mine.
You like key lime?
No, I don't.
No. We should just have a whole like first take episode of arguing about pies.
I mean, clearly we are like vinegar, oil and vinegar or whatever. I mean, we're not mixing on our pies. We would struggle to have a pie party together. There'd be so many pies, and there'd be no cross section.
There'd be so many pies,
and nothing is better than a good pie party.
I would go to one. Is it on Pie Day? That's when you have those, right?
You're right. This has to happen.
So that was your number 3 was pumpkin pie. Yeah. You whipped cream? You put whipped cream on it?
I will. throw some whipped cream on it.
People don't put ice cream on pumpkin pie.
Here's the thing, like I would never have more than one slice of pumpkin pie.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. That's something I felt necessary to say. But like other foods I would eat more. I just think it's just like a unique food.
Oh, it's a very like Thanksgiving. Right? Like that's
Thanksgiving through kind of Christmas. I think you can still get away with it.
But like society is like taken that flavor and spread it all over our faces basically for like 3 months.
You're right. So all the originality's kind of gone.
But yeah. I just don't like that flavor. It has nothing. I don't give a crap if people want to drink pumpkin spice lattes all the time. They can have them all year round. I don't care. I don't like it. So then are we on your number 2?
Yeah, stuffing.
Your sauce
in fairly great depth. I prefer meaty stuffing.
Meaty.
But I'm open to creativity.
Yeah, you can do it. You like some apple in there sometimes?
Yeah, it sounds good. Like cranberry. That actually is one place where I would do like my cranberry. Maybe like the cranberry
Okay.
raisin things.
Craisins? Craisins?
Craisins.
Okay.
Craisins work at stuffing.
Yeah, that sounds good. You ever had the stuffing made with White Castle, like just mushed up White
Okay,
Castle?
yeah, that was one thing. Thank you for bringing that up because I forgot to make a note about it.
I've had
My
it.
dad made that one year and it was amazing, but my dad didn't really do anything besides just mix up all the White Castle.
That's all you do, is it?
I thought that there was no real ingredients, so I was just like, oh fuck yeah, this is amazing. I
You
love
just-
sliders. I just went back for like thirds.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's got everything you need. It's got the bread. It's got like the meat. It's got like some onions, and you just get all the juices. It's all good.
Now
pickles in it?
I think that you could really get after it with the White Castle takeout.
What do you like?
Like imagine just like baking them and putting some other shit with them. Really, it really is
You mean
kind
like
of
the frozen ones?
Yeah, the frozen ones. Pardon
Why
me.
wouldn't you just get like a crave case for like? It's way easier.
Okay, well, like where, like, let's say this Thanksgiving, I am like
you don't have
probably
access to
2
that.
hours away. from White
I don't
Castle.
really even have access to it anymore. So yeah, I had to get the frozen ones.
Is it Chicago based or something? Is it
No,
biggest
it's
in
Jersey.
Chicago? Jersey.
But there's a lot of it's Chicago is it's like Jersey and Chicago are basically where it is. For some reason, that's just where it is.
I think they just showed a picture of Mike Finke's brother who was
Tim?
unimpressed.
Was his hair outrageous too? I think it is actually.
No, that was just a plain white guy. Kind of looked like Tyler Hansborough, so maybe it's not him.
My number 2. So this is one that I never had on Thanksgiving, and then I had it back-to-back Thanksgivings at 2 different places, and that was it. As mac and cheese, man.
Okay, so I've never had that on Thanksgiving, but it certainly would be on my list
And I was like, why hasn't this been at every Thanksgiving ever?
because it is very much associated with barbecue and bigger pig out meals.
Yeah, it makes like a baked mac and cheese, right? Like with like the crunchy on the top. It's great. It's casseroles. That's what Thanksgiving is. All that. It's starchy. It's cheesy. It's everything that should be Thanksgiving.
So, update from Champaign: U of I almost had a steal, and instead it ended up catastrophically.
Sounds about right. I'm really glad I'm not watching this game. And then my number 1 is apple pie.
Okay, I mean, I'm with you. I as I said, I was probably remiss. This was a hard list to me to really quantify.
I
What's
go
what?
ice cream, and I'm probably having 3 slices.
And I mean, and the other thing is, it's subconsciously, I think that there are, we want to give our list more diversity. So you don't want to have like pie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like pumpkin pie. I've never had pecan pie at Thanksgiving, but I'd probably
I do feel like pecan pie. I would say you have that New Orleans in you. I would
So
say
this is-
pecan. I
So
would
this
say
is a
pecan.
weird thing. So you ever taken those read those things where it was like, how do you pronounce these things, or how do you say them? I say pecan all the time unless I'm saying pecan pie. I literally pronounce the word different if I'm talking about the pie, and I don't know why. Makes no sense. All right, what's your number 1 food?
Mashed potatoes. I mean, I hope
yeah.
I wasn't too obvious about it earlier, but
I
that's
already
my number
forgot,
one.
so yes, you're fine.
I
You
mean,
them
like,
cheesy?
nope, just straight up mashed potatoes. And I don't think
Straight
you
up?
do a garlic mash at Thanksgiving. Like, it doesn't really seem to make sense to me with white meat, particularly turkey.
Just go straight. Just go straight.
Just go straight
like it
mash.
You like it just whipped, like thin, or do you like it chunky?
I like it fluffy. I like it fluffy, man.
Fluffy, no
Yeah.
like bits of skin.
I'll do the skin. I don't know
Little
if it's
bit of skin.
possible.
If you can
I
make
don't know
it-
if it's
if you can make
possible
it
to get
fluffy.
with skin.
Yeah, it seems like a hard combo, but it seems tasty in my head.
I don't know how possible that is.
It seems like something you can get at a restaurant when they're just making like a little bit for you.
Yeah.
They like throw it on after, like the skin. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, mashed potatoes. I fully expected it to be possible that it could be your number 1.
I mean, I
dislike
think that a lot of people would have it toward the top of their list.
Oh yeah, I think it's probably one of the more common number 1s. You know what else? So things we didn't talk about, and I'm really glad. I'm proud of neither of you and me for not having that terrible sweet potato thing that people eat on Thanksgiving on our list with
With
the
like marshmallows in it. Okay, so sweet potato is definitely something that's affiliated with Thanksgiving that I did not mention.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up. It's that sweet potato dish is awful. I've had multiple people make it, so I know it's just not like how my mom makes it. It's how everybody makes it. It's fucking terrible.
All right, so I think sweet potatoes now, the way they're being served now, which is kind of new wave, new roger,
What do you mean?
Nuevo
French,
Rage.
as like French fries?
Yeah, it's French fries are just like slicing them and making them like
Crispy?
crispy sweet potatoes, like basically treating them like people treat regular potatoes
Yeah.
is the best way to serve them.
Yeah, you ever had like mashed sweet potatoes? It's not as good as regular potato.
No, well, sweet potato, ironically, is a worse version of a regular potato.
Yeah, for the most part. I'm only into sweet potato fries if you can give me a good dipping sauce. Sometimes I'll just order them because I feel like there's a better chance that the place will have a generic like French fries, but they'll put a little more effort into their sweet potato fries.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Though in general, I like regular French fries more, but I feel like I might be getting a better product that they put more effort into when I order the sweet potato fries. I don't know why I think that.
Those days might be over too.
Yeah, I think like we're
sweet potato fries are so common now.
We're probably past that, aren't we?
There was a place in Connecticut when I lived there that would do sweet potato fries and a marshmallow dipping sauce.
Oh, it's awful sounding. What's with the marshmallows?
I kind of liked it. It's really weird to have that with a burger, but it was kind of good.
I just maybe don't really like marshmallows outside of s'mores or hot chocolate.
Fondue. I guess that's kind of s'mores.
Fondant.
Got me there.
Hackiest possible joke.
Hey, fondue is it's kind of an overrated meal. If you want to come out smelling like cooking oils.
I've never had like a full meal of fondue.
The other thing is it's supposed to be super romantic, but it's just like shoving chocolate down your face and having wine and then be like,
or cheese.
Let's make love. Like, it's not romantic. You know what's romantic? Salad. Because then you're going to want to make love. That'll give you some protein. It's a light meal. That's what you want before you're going to have a romantic night of making love.
Sorry, man. That's too much roughage in my stomach.
Too much roughage for you?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe soup then.
Oh, I love soup.
Maybe half soup, half salad. Basically, I'm saying Panera's a really romantic date.
Yeah, it's a real good spot. If only they had wine.
Yeah. If you take it to go.
Yeah, that's actually, guys, everybody, best possible romantic date.
Panera make it for your lady. Get a couple Danish for the morning.
Yeah, Panera to go. Maybe a bread bowl of like soup. And yeah, I like your idea of like a Danish and a bagel for the morning. And
yeah, that sounds like a great third date to me.
Maybe just a big box of coffee. Aren't they one of the places that sell those?
Yeah, but it's gonna be quite cold. You might have to do iced coffee.
Yeah, I feel like Panera sells iced coffee.
I'm sure they do from the takeout. Like if you go there, they probably do.
It's weird. I've never ordered coffee there. You just get a couple baguettes, really.
You know, in Missouri, it's called Bread Co. because it's St. Louis Bread Co.
Is it St. Louis Bread Co? I always thought it had to do with Atlanta bread, or is that a
no?
Thing?
No, it's a Missouri company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it makes you feel extra racist.
Well, wait. So they actually invented something. Because St. Louis claims to have invented like all these foods, and it's all just like total bullshit, right?
Well, that means they had a chains based there. They didn't invent bread.
Yeah, well, they at least invented one business in the world.
Come on, man, Anheuser-Busch. Haven't you heard?
Sure. Did they claim to invent beer? I feel like they could have. I know they claimed to invent the hamburger.
That is asinine.
I would
to me, St. Louis is second best at everything. Like everything they're best at, they're really second best at. Like,
they're not second best at.
Well, everything they say they're the best at, they're like the home of blues, but not really. They're like the home of, they're the home of toasted ravioli, but not really. The home of really socially disruptive race riots, but not really. LA.
I was just gonna say they're not quite the most racist state, but probably second.
No. So they're not really the home of anything. The best team in baseball, but the Yankees have more titles. You know, I mean, so
are they the best fans in baseball?
The best fans in baseball? That's debatable.
They don't really have the best beer.
No, well, I mean, St. Louis is woefully
No, they have the best toasted ravioli.
I actually don't know if that's true.
I think they claim to invent that. I feel like they did invent that though.
T-Ravs are pretty solid. Let's be true.
Whoa, hold on. That's somebody who knows the area and is in the knows the nomenclature of T-Ravs.
T-Ravs are pretty solid. Come on, let's be fair and balanced here.
No, I like them. That was like one of my compliments for St. Louis. Not like their weird pizza on crackers.
I actually don't hate that as much as most people do, and I'm a pizza snob, so I don't know how I came out on that where I did.
It's like a Totino's party crust pizza. You ever had one of those?
It has like nice little slices of ricotta. I'm telling you, it's not that bad.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's pizza.
No, so all pizza's great.
I don't know, man, if that's true. I'm in like a pizza wasteland up here outside of Ian's, but they don't deliver to my house.
Ian's like the one that used to be in Wrigleyville?
Yeah, Ian's is from up here.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's like by the slice drunk food.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. What are you going to order, a macaroni and pineapple pizza to your house?
No, but they sell like regular pizza too.
I got to think there's a couple other good places.
Also, 100%, I have ordered a macaroni and cheese pizza to my house in Chicago from there. It was delicious. I don't know. I'm on a quest. Though there is one place, I actually do know one place, but they don't deliver, which is a problem. A good pizza place that doesn't deliver is like may as well not exist.
I mean, yeah, especially because you're kind of far, right? I mean,
I'm like a $10 Uber to anywhere I want to go.
All right, so like you're you're telling me you're a 50-minute car ride.
Yeah.
So you're 30 minutes away from this pizza place. That's far.
I'm not 30 minutes away.
You're 15 minutes there, 10 minutes in the restaurant.
15 minutes to pick it up. Yeah. I don't even know if they even do much takeout. It's a really weird place. I'm actually going there tomorrow. It's in the basement of an Italian workman's club.
That all sounds pretty heavy. I feel like you need to grow your beard a few more inches.
I've been working on it, so it's winter. Yeah. So that's our take on what Thanksgiving meals.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone! It is a fun holiday. I am so sorry you have to work because I was going to say that it is generally the longest weekend most people get during their regular work schedule of the year.
Christmas, watch out.
Christmas this year should be fun. I mean, New Year's is working out. Having the holidays on a Friday or Monday is just top notch.
Christmas is a good one because we get Christmas Eve and Christmas off, and since both of them are on the weekend, right? It's Saturday, Sunday. We're actually getting Friday and Monday off too.
The AMA does that as well, so that's pretty nice.
I'm getting a nice 4-day shot there.
As a contract employee, it would be nice, but as a contract employee, I have many benefits. None of them are actual benefits or paid holidays. So,
yeah, I live that contract life. It's a double-edged sword. You're still excited about getting the day off, but you're like, no, it's not.
No, like I'm staying till the very last stroke of the clock on the day before Thanksgiving.
There's no dip out.
Yeah, to make up for the Thursday and Friday I will not be getting.
Yeah, there's no like Wednesday leave at lunch.
No, but all good. Well, that's about what I got to say. Thank you all for listening.
Everybody, if you haven't already, please like us on Facebook at First of the Worst and share our podcast when we post it. Subscribe on iTunes, please, and write a review. You can write anything in the review you want as long as you give us 5 stars. I really don't care what you write. And then I heard a hot trick for getting your podcast ranked better is that you should all just unsubscribe and resubscribe over and over and over again. That's not illegal at all for the rankings, and it won't hurt anything.
I got a light work day on Wednesday, so you might see First of the Worst podcast move up.
Also, you should follow us on Twitter, or you can just follow Brendan at Shy_Murph. That's CHI_Murph, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And me at Steve Z, STEVES, STEVESY. I have trouble with it every time.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for listening, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Or if you've already had your Thanksgiving meal, hope it was good. Later.